Good luck finding affordable tickets for the Indiana Fever preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors. It didn't take long for them to be gone.
Nobody paying $8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball, especially when there was a ticket available for $29. $29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU.
The expression on Angel Reese's face when she returns to LSU and sees rows of empty seats? That'll be priceless. Tickets for her Chicago Sky versus Brazil exhibition are still sitting unsold at just $29, while Caitlin Clark's identical matchup is commanding thousands on resale. Imagine the contrast. Clark and the Indiana Fever storm back into Iowa to a sold-out arena packed with fans paying top dollar, while Reese steps into a half-empty house despite bargain pricing. We've got the screenshots, the numbers, and the receipts exposing just how embarrassing this ticket disaster has become.
Up for the Fever, we're playing a game right here, baby. Woo! They're coming to town. You better save up, because I bet it's going to be pretty expensive, but we'll see what we can do.
Can you believe what just went down in Iowa? This isn't just another preseason basketball game. It's a phenomenon shaking the sports world. The Indiana Fever struck gold by booking a homecoming exhibition for Caitlin Clark at Carver Hawkeye Arena, the very court where she became a college legend. But what happened next? Not even the most optimistic WNBA executives could have seen it coming.
37 minutes. That's all the time it took for all 13,000 tickets to sell to season ticket holders. The University of Iowa is trying to make sure the tickets go to fans. Instead, the legislature made you even more.
It took just 36 minutes for the preseason exhibition to sell out. The wild part: the general public never even had a chance to buy in. Tickets went on pre-sale at 9 a.m., limited only to Iowa season ticket holders and donors. By 9:36, the Iowa women's basketball team had already announced a complete sellout.
All gone before general sale to the public even started. Clark and the Indiana Fever are returning to the University of Iowa for a WNBA preseason game against the Brazilian national team. That game is on May 4th.
Think about that for a second. It wasn't even a regular season WNBA matchup. Just a preseason exhibition against Brazil's national team. Yet the demand was so overwhelming that fans crashed ticketing sites in their scramble to get seats. Server errors, timeouts, failed payments, none of it mattered. The Clark faithful still managed to grab every last ticket in record time.
It's a big situation again, like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like, obviously, you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.
But the real shock came right after the sellout was announced. Within just a few hours, the secondary market went wild in a way women's basketball has almost never seen. Tickets flooded StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek, and other resale sites at jaw-dropping prices.
This one is?
I have it.
It's like 45 grand.
What?
Front row seats.
Is that it? You should get something. You should get a souvenir or something, right? For
Get a signed jersey by Caitlin Clark.
We knew it was a hot ticket.
Yeah, we knew it would be, right?
The numbers are almost unbelievable. The cheapest resale seats, the nosebleeds, the ones tucked behind pillars where you'd need binoculars, started at $59. Let that sink in. The worst seats in the arena were reselling for over $500, and it only went up from there. Lower bowl seats shot into the thousands, while premium courtside spots reached a staggering $4,746 each, more than the price of many NBA playoff tickets. Nearly $6,000 for a preseason exhibition game. If that's not the Caitlin Clark effect, nothing is.
They're sold out, so I really don't know what they're going to do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities, and you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold.
What we're witnessing right now is nothing short of an economic transformation in women's basketball. These numbers aren't just impressive for the WNBA, they're impressive for any sports league. Fans aren't simply showing up to watch Caitlin Clark play. They're paying premium prices that would have been unthinkable for women's hoops just a few years ago. The business impact is undeniable. Clark isn't just filling arenas. She's driving a resale frenzy on par with major concert tours. She's not just pulling casual interest. She's building a fan base willing to spend serious money for the privilege of seeing her live. And remember, this wasn't even a regular season game. It was a pre-season exhibition. Indiana Fever versus Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Clark's old stomping grounds. Tickets went on pre-sale at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa women's basketball season ticket holders. By 9:36, everything was gone. The general public never even had a chance. Iowa women's basketball had to post on Instagram and Facebook warning fans, "Don't bother tomorrow, it's already sold out." Some season ticket holders didn't even get theirs. The frenzy around Clark's return to Iowa stands in stark contrast to another homecoming happening the very same week. The Chicago Sky scheduled the exact same opponent, Brazil, for Angel Reese's return to LSU. But while Clark's game sparked a secondary market explosion, Reese's announcement was met with silence. No site crashes. No resale frenzy. No premium demand. Just crickets. The kind of quiet that makes you glance around the room, waiting for someone, anyone, to acknowledge it. The difference in ticket prices between these two games might be the most brutal reality check women's basketball has ever seen. The reason people are watching women's basketball right now isn't just because of one player. Angel Reese wants you to know, it's about her, too. But let's take a hard look at the ticket prices for her so-called homecoming. Right now, you can grab seats for just $29, including taxes and fees. That means you could literally take the whole family to see her for less than the cost of a decent dinner. Meanwhile, on the other side of the basketball universe, the cheapest resale tickets for Caitlin Clark's Iowa return started at 17 times higher. Here's where it gets downright embarrassing. The Chicago Sky are also facing Brazil's national team at LSU. Same opponent. Different story. Those $29 tickets? They're still available. Days after going on sale, LSU's 13,000-seat arena remains littered with empty spots. No mad rush, no website crashes, no sellout buzz, just silence. Hop on Vivid Seats right now and you'll find plenty of tickets in the $30 to $60 range. StubHub. Same story. Sure, a handful of bizarre listings popped up at $8,000 a seat, but let's be honest, that looks more like someone trying to fake demand than any real market frenzy. Maybe Angel Reese herself listed them. Maybe Shaq did it as a joke. Either way, those outliers stick out like a sore thumb against the sea of cheap options. And the premium seats? They tell an even harsher truth. Courtside-level tickets for Reese's game are barely over $100. Compare that to Clark's homecoming, where the exact same section skyrocketed into the thousands within hours. Fans have noticed. Social media is flooded with side-by-side screenshots. Clark's sold-out arena next to LSU's half-empty seating chart. Memes, jokes, and brutal comments are piling up. For Reese and the Chicago Sky, this isn't just bad optics, it's an outright humiliation. Courtside for $120. That alone makes it clear, someone's desperately trying to prop up Angel Reese's image. And the market's response? Absolutely devastating, especially given Reese's loud claims about her own star power. Remember when she declared, "People watch women's basketball for me, too." Well, the ticket sales are saying something very different. It's easy to make bold statements on social media. But the market has spoken, and it's spoken with brutal clarity about who actually moves the needle in women's basketball. Those $4,800 resale tickets for Caitlin Clark? Somebody will buy them. But $8,100 to see Angel Reese? Not a chance, especially when box office seats are still sitting at $29. Social media might be a battlefield for clout, but nothing cuts deeper than cold, hard numbers. Fans vote with their wallets, and no amount of Instagram followers or flashy headlines can hide the reality. The contrast between these two homecoming games isn't just sharp, it's brutal. The media tried to sell the narrative that Angel Reese is driving the game forward. But when the receipts come out, the truth is impossible to ignore.